So my name is Jed and I've founded a program called BroBetter. The reason I found it was I seen a gap in the market. Right was sending men to school. The learning math, trigonometry, physics, English. How to write a story. They might go to higher education doing university and learn law or something like that or whatever, right, engineers. But the problem is the stuff that really impacts men's lives nowadays isn't being taught, like how to manage your emotions, how to build a business right, how to figure out what your values are and your love languages are, so you can live aligned with that. And instead of just resenting the world for you living with lack of purpose, there's all these things. And then you throw that in the mix with the en masse weakening of men that's just happening around the world at the moment, with testosterone levels going through the floor and even just the label of like toxic masculinity and stuff. Because from my point of view, it's not masculina that's toxic, it's the lack of it. Right? It's not tough men, it's not strong men that are out like shooting up schools. It's weak men. Right? The weak men are the one they beating up women and all that sort of stuff. Right? I've developed the program called BroBetter, and ideally it's for people that haven't just stood foot in the personal development space yet. So people that are waken up every morning, 5 minutes for they have to leave for work, skipping breakfast, jumping in the car, cruise and work, doing a job that they don't really like, a trade or something that everyone told them to do because they're good at their hands, hate their boss, come home, pick up KFC and 6-pack of beers in my home, have a beer in KC when they get home, then oh, I didn't go to gym again today, I'll start the diet another day. Oh, I was meant to look into that other thing that I forgot, right? And there it's just this comfortable ability with just complete lack of purpose that ends up just floating around. And those days turn into months. Those months turn into years. Years turn in forever, and then you look back on, man, I haven't done anything that I really wanted to. I'm not even living a life that I've planned or wanted, and now I'm just stuck here in this job that I don't like, eating crappy food, looking at myself in the mirror, looking shit, feeling shit, and then it sucks, man. It really sucks, and the truth is that it's becoming increasingly hard to be a man because we are getting lost with what that even looks like anymore. It's like we shouldn't lead and make decisions. And we shouldn't have a crazy direction and ambitious dreams because we're getting shoved into schools that create followers, not leaders. And there's a massive plethora of issues for men, and not just men but women as well. But I'm not a woman, so I have trouble helping them, right? So the whole idea is that I'm doing the whole thing for men. That's why it's called Batters. Helping bros become better. It's what a good big brother would teach if you had one. I think that the way that it adds heaps of value, and the crazy thing is the most value that I've seen out of it wasn't actually its intention. So the intention was to each guy's values. Help them align goals to their values and their strengths. They know who they are, chase those goals, set actionable steps. Small actionable steps, hold them account. Achieve those goals. Mitigate the risk of challenges getting in the way. That's kind of the program in a nutshell. But where I've found the real value is by the relationship dynamics from the guys in the program. So I've run 2 iterations of the program, and both times I've had guys come back to me and go, man, my relationship is just 20 times better because now I'm present with my partner. I'm not just trying to do 4 things at once. I'm not listening to her, I'm saying hold on a second babe, I'll get with you. You know, just let me finish this. I can give you my full attention to deserve it. And then their reality onionship just changed, right? And that stuff that they don't teach in schools, that you should listen to your partner. You should be present, right? And then not just that, but another guy in the program like. And every time my partner goes out with her girlfriends, I think she's going to cheat on me, and that's a terrible feeling, and it's so common. And no one talks about it. And on the surface level, what looks like it seems, or he might think it's a her thing. She dresses this way, or you go to this club. I told not to go there. Creeps are there. Blah, blah, right. But if you give that the time and attention that it deserves, again, that no one does, what you find is that it's an insecurity of not being enough deep inside. Oh, I'm not enough. So she's going to go out and get something better. And that's a huge problem again, across the world. So just having the awareness and providing the space for those conversations to be normal is by far the best element that the Bro Better program has brought to guys. Because it's like, hey man, you're allowed to feel insecure. And it actually happens all the time. You're allowed to feel like that. And this is why I bow, man. Look at who you are. Look at what you bring to the table. You're a legend, man. Don't worry about it, and just letting guys know that they're okay, and having a support crew that normalized those conversations around emotions. You think about those things I was talking about, where schools don't teach how to manage your emotions, how to have those conversations, all those things, and then we end up with men that are like 90-something% of people in prisons are men, and like 74% of suicides are men. And then you think of victims of violent crime, but also perpetrators of violent crime. And all of that happens because men have never, ever been taught how to manage their emotions. There's no such thing, and I'm not a psychologist or accounts or anything like that. Because he goes, you get in those environments. First of all, they're daunting and can be a little bit hostile. Not hostiles, not the right word. They can be daunting and uncomfortable, and men don't like to admit that they're going to a counselor or psychologist. But being part of men's group, personally, is cool. And secondly, you can get the same if not more value from it just by talking about it with a bunch of guys. So learning how to have those conversations normalize those conversations and hold that space is by far the best thing that's come out of the Bro Better program. If you're feeling lost and don't know where the first step to take is, or you're one of the people that wake up every morning and know that you deserve more than what you're getting, because that's fairly common, and you know you aren't reaching anywhere near your higher potential, then Grow Better is for you. Grow Better is perfect because what it's going to teach you is exactly how to take that first step. How to turn those miles away from where you are and where your goals are into inches, so that it's so much more achievable. Then that's what broke is all about. So if broke sounds like something you want to get interested in, just get in touch. Their handles. We've got Instagram bro_better, same thing on Facebook. You can get in touch with me personally as well through the comment section below. I'm more than happy to reach out and have a chat. I think that's it, not better. What?